Now, Central Valley Talk, our purpose, our mission is to celebrate what's good about Fresno and what's good about the Valley. To that end, we've asked a candidate. We're going to ask a variety of candidates to come on our show. We're not favoring anybody especially, but we want you to meet those people running, because those that are running have already been through a runoff, and maybe there's 20 or 30 candidates running. The top 2 get to be in the final race in November. So up next, we have Tate Hill running for City Council in District 3. Tell us where that is, District 3.
So it includes half of the Tower District, downtown, West Fresno, and then west of the 99 from Central up to Shields.
Okay, so you have a pretty big chunk of the city.
Yeah.
Now, other districts are smaller in geography because the people are more compact. But you have a big area to cover.
Yeah.
More roads, more infrastructure, more problems like that to kind of manage.
Right, yeah. You have a little bit of suburban, you have your urban, downtown, your business industrial districts. And so, yeah, it's a sample of the whole city.
Right. Now, we see on the news every night, especially the national news, there are elections coming up.
Yeah.
They seem like they're like in the next week or two, but when is this election?
Yes, so the general election will be November 6th. Tuesday is always the first Tuesday of November. So, so that date never changes. It's always the first Tuesday of November.
Okay. And so November 6th, get ready to vote. And if you're in Fresno, North Fresno, you don't have a choice to vote for Tate Hill or not.
Yeah,
but if you're from southern part, Tower District, downtown, etc., you're going to be on the ballot.
Yeah, and of course, there's also there are other elections that are going on, so people still do have a reason to vote. But if you live in the south part of the city, District 3, and this is an election that we have only every 4 years, and it's really important because the city council persons affect everything that when you kind of walk right outside of your door, your sidewalks, your streets, your street lights, the trees, the roads, they're the ones that manage and take care of all of that.
Okay. Now, as I tell Tate and everybody else who comes, we try not to favor any politicians or any candidates. And so you're all invited. Anybody watching from the Congress or Board of Supervisors, City Council, State Senate, State Assembly, you're welcome here to be on our show and talk about the issues and stuff. And Tate's been here a couple times, so this time I'm going to ask you to talk a little about seniors' issues. Maybe, I don't know, a good chunk of your district are senior citizens.
Right. And seniors are some of the most consistent voters, as you know. Yeah. They are some of the most consistent voters. They've built up that habit over years of voting, and it's so important to make sure that that I, as a city council member, we as a city, that we take care of our seniors. And the number of seniors are going to just continue to grow. The baby boomer generation, they're going to continue to grow. They're a large portion of our homeowners, and they are in our neighborhoods. And so I really want to make sure that we take care of our neighborhoods, that people feel safe in their neighborhoods. And those are two of the key things that I continually hear from seniors. I want my neighborhood to be taken care of, and I want to feel safe in there.
Now, sometimes you see the street picking the sidewalk up, or a big dip in the street from a pothole or something. That's what they mean by taking care of the neighborhood? Yeah,
so the sidewalks, they go out for a walk. It's difficult to do that, or a street light might be out, or the tree hasn't been trimmed in a while. I remember talking to a lady in Southwest Fresno, Miss Lula Hooks. Great lady. And she had a tree right in front of her house that she was really concerned that the tree limbs are going to fall down and hurt someone. And I used the city's Go app, the Fresgo app, and actually took care of it for her. And a couple of months later, they realized the tree was dead, and the city came and trimmed it down. It's that kind of attention. A lot of times people want, they're not expecting you to create world peace and solve everything in the Middle East as a city council member. But if you can actually take care of the needs of their neighborhood, what happens on their block, that they can feel good about their neighborhood, then you've done them a good service.
So take care of the neighborhood was number one. Number two was safety.
Yeah, so a number of issues around safety. We're seeing it more and more in the Tower District. I live in the Tower District. I grew up in West Fresno. And the issues around vagrancy and theft, people breaking into people's homes. And so we need to, one, make sure that we have good services to assist those who are homeless, that we can couple it with mental health services, social services, get them into good housing. And then also that when someone does call, that the police are able to effectively respond to them. You know, if you're calling because you see someone suspicious around your house, you don't want the police to come tomorrow. You need them to come today. And so we need to make sure we have sufficient resources for our police officers so they can patrol our neighborhoods, and then support even organizations like Neighborhood Watch and others. You know, everyone's not on social media. A lot of people are, but everyone's not on social media, and so being able to have that opportunity for people to engage directly with each other.
That's nice. Now, you said something, because I've been thinking, what do you do about the homeless? You can't just come arrest them and take them away. You're saying something about maybe mental health services. I mean, a lot of the homeless people here, I'm not a psychologist, but you can tell there's some mental health issues out there.
Right.
So you're saying go to the root somehow.
Yeah, we do. We need to. And so we can't have an enforcement-only strategy. Actually, Supreme Court has said we specifically can't just have a criminalization strategy. And so Mayor Lee Brand, county supervisors are looking at this street to homes and looking at coupling social services, which is the county, right? They're the ones that have the food programs and the housing programs and the mental health services, and making sure that we can connect those people to those services. And then those folks that, you know, for those who are just bad characters, we need to make sure that they're not in our neighborhoods also. That's
right. So kind of get to the root of it and clean it up from the base. Now, we've had a rich heritage here in the tower. Oliver Baines has been our council member for 8 years.
Right.
Is he recommending who to vote for?
Yes, I'm very proud to say that I've actually gotten the endorsement from council member Oliver Baines. I mean, he and I are friends, but he took a long time to kind of look and evaluate. He wanted to really make sure.
There was a lot of candidates.
Yeah, there were 7 candidates. There were probably initially maybe 8 to 9 candidates that were looking at it. And after his evaluation, he endorsed me. Also, the Police Officers Association, they've endorsed. Mayor Lee Brand has endorsed, and a number of residents. To me, you know, just been able to meet and engage with folks. One thing I recognize about seniors, because they have had a number of life experiences, they can know when you're honest, when they know they're a pretty good judge of character, and they
got these great pictures of you and some seniors in the district.
Yeah, they're just some people that I've had the opportunity to meet, like Dolores Huerta and Senator Dianne Feinstein, and also just some great residents. This is one of the great things. There's a resident there in the Tower District I had an opportunity to talk with, and seniors have that perspective. You know that they're going to stay in the neighborhood. They're not, in most cases, they're not moving out, and so they have a vested interest in making sure that they have the right elected officials to support them.
We have your sign up there.
Yeah, that's
Tate Hill.
Tate Hill. That's me.
So and the seniors have seen a lot of council members come and go.
Right.
You're council members. You just pass through, and so they're kind of hip to what's real and what isn't.
Yeah.
I think they want somebody who's going to work hard in their neighborhood,
definitely,
and to kind of protect them against crime
and someone that when they call their office, when they give them a call, say, hey, I have a need in my neighborhood, that they know that person is going to respond back. And so I plan to have someone dedicated specifically to address constituent issues, and whether it's, again, the very simple things, what may seem like something that's not important to maybe everyone else. When someone takes the time to call City Hall, to call your office about that, then it's important to them. And if it's important to them, then we as elected officials should take the time to address those issues.
Very good. Now, if somebody's watching and says, hey, this guy seems pretty cool, it helps you get elected if people will help.
Yes.
So where do people start if they want to help?
Right. And so no experience is necessary. We're kind of like some employees, like no experience necessary. If you want to help us, you can call me at 559-500-1299. Actually, that number comes directly to me.
Wow, 500-1299?
Yeah, you
want to call Tate Hill, call 500-1299. I'm going to do that.
And then also you can go to my website to learn more information about me. You also can fill out a volunteer form there. We have people that are phone banking. If you're able to walk, you can. It's one of some of the best volunteers are senior volunteers. They're great phone phone bankers, and people will listen to them. If someone that's like your grandmother calls you, you're probably not going to hang up on them. You're going to listen to them. Yeah.
Now, do you have a gathering place or?
I do. I have an office just kind of, I guess you call it downtown, Southwest Fresno. It's right across the street from the Fresno Bee at 1603 on E Street. Yep, 1603 E Street. We're right next to the freeway. You'll see our signs. And so we have a place there. We take care of our volunteers. We make sure we feed them.
Yeah.
And it's also just a great way to connect with folks in the community. If you have a group, because I know there are a number of senior groups and activity groups. If you want us to come to you, maybe you all already meet somewhere, we'll bring the materials to you and do a phone bank session there. You may have an hour, 2 hours. We'll take care of you, buy some lunch, buy some snacks or whatever. And again, it's just a great way for folks to connect with the community and be involved in kind of our civic process.
Great. Hey, it's Tate Hill running for city council. It takes a lot for someone to do that. You give up a big chunk of your life and go through a lot of work to get there and then hopefully serve us well. Last thing you want to tell our viewers?
Well, I just want to encourage any of our viewers, our seniors, any of our residents that I'm someone that really wants to serve the people of District 3 and our community, someone that will listen. I don't think I have all the answers by any means, but I do believe that we collectively do. And so I want to hear from you, your ideas. I want to be able to be a good representative for you. And I want to encourage you to make sure you vote on November the 6th, that you make sure you sign your ballot, or if you go to the polls that you do that, but it's important that you vote. No matter who you vote for, it's important that you vote.
Good. And one more time, give out your phone number and your web address.
Yes, that's area code 559-500-1299-1299, and my website is tatehill4council.com, and you can also find me on social media like Facebook and other sources too.
We will be back with more of the Mike and Athena show right after these messages.